Hey guys, so I had to fix one of our shelves. The bottom kept coming out. I tried to use a screw or a nail and it ended up just going through and making a bigger mess. So on top of that, the bottom of the drawer, because this is like all of our candle making stuff, is totally coming apart. And then I just have paper towel down for like a liner, but I'm going to use one of my daughter's old dresses to make a cute little liner for the bottom of the shelf. So first I've got to take everything out. Okay, so got all the candles out. Now I'm going to take the bottom paper towel and everything. Okay, so got that out. Obviously it needs to be cleaned, but then I'm also looking. We actually found this piece on the side road. It was terrible. We cleaned it up, stained it, and painted it. And this drawer right here, this could be part of the problem why it's falling out. There are nails that are stuck above the drawer, so we're going to put some screws underneath there or into it. All right, so got all of the loose stuff out, and then there is some tape in here. So this could have been what I did actually, and just did it wrong. So I'm gonna take that tape out. There's some more over here, and then I'm gonna flip it over. It looks like I taped the bottom pieces. Okay, take that off, and then we are basically gonna start from scratch. I probably nailed this because I didn't have any screws or a screw gun that was working. We actually just fixed the handle too, and it's staying out as long as we don't pull on it hard. All right, so I am right now going to take these nails out. I'm wondering if the screws would be too thick though, and that wouldn't hold it. So let's start taking those out. Where's my hammer? I've got a super cute pink hammer, of course. All right, so let's start right here. This is going to be interesting trying to get it out though. All right, I'm going to see if I can place you guys somewhere. That's not going to work. All right, well, this one is already loose, so that'll be easier. So the bottom of this is just like most drawers. It's really cheap and thin, so I might have to use nails again, but now I see what I did wrong in putting these two nails on the inside instead of the outside to hold the drawer together. So that was definitely not a good idea. Not what I was trying to do. And like I said, we put all of our candle stuff in here, so we need something that's gonna be sturdy. All right, got another nail out. Let's try this one. There we go. I'm not sure. Those ones on the side might be a little bit more difficult. All right. Got one more right here. Some of these can be a little tricky, so getting your hammer in there just right. Sometimes I use my nails or a, what's this called, screwdriver underneath it. So if I can get that little edge up, then, ouch, I can use the nail on that little edge. Nope, that didn't work. Let's try. I'm going to set you guys right here and see if that works. Alright, if it falls over, it doesn't work. I apologize and I'll pick it back up. Nope, that did not work. Okay. With me hammering, it's probably going to make the phone fall again. So I'm going to take my screwdriver and put it underneath the nail and just lightly tap it. There we go. And now I've got a little bit underneath. Oh my gosh, I'm just going to carry it. So now that I've got that little bit underneath up, son of a gun. This is the worst videotaping part. Okay. I thought that it would be up enough, but it is definitely not. Come on. Whoop, almost got it. Sweet. Now that it's up enough, I can pull that. Oop. Alright. Okay, this made some more damage right there. I also have my hot glue gun, which I use for pretty much everything and anything. So that might work. Oh, we got some more over here. Let's get those out. These ones are a little bit higher up, so it's not as hard. I'm going to make sure I keep all of those in a pile, too, in case the screws are too big. This one is, again, sometimes I just like to use my nails to try, but it's obviously not a good idea. All right. There we go. Okay. Let's see along this edge. I don't see... Oh, yep. Right there's another one. Okay, where'd my pink camera go? Seriously? Oh my god, there it is. Jeez. All right, let's push this up to the light and try to get that one out. Okay, come on. This one is really low too. I'm wondering if I can get that edge up like the other ones. If anyone else has a better way of getting these up and out, let me know. There's a little edge right here, so I'm going to try to take that edge and pull it. Nope. Okay, that didn't work. Where's our screwdriver? Here we go. Of course, it's pink. Let's put it in the tip right there. And you can try to just do like a lever. There! Gotcha, sucker. All right. Pull this bad boy up. Got it. I'm gonna put that in my pile over here. Like I said, this is normally like all of our candle making stuff, so there's a lot of heavy things that go in there. All right, now we've got everything off of the edges except for the random 2 nails that are in the inside, but this won't be as hard because now this just comes right off. I should actually repaint that if I have enough spray paint. All right, so these guys right here, I'm gonna go ahead and try to very gently hammer them out so it doesn't hopefully pull this side of the drawer off. Let's try this and see if we can get it. Nope, it's not gonna work. All right, I'm just gonna hold it while I hammer. All right, hopefully it doesn't come off. Please don't make that. That one came out easy, thankfully. Just gonna wiggle it out of there. Come on, buddy. Come on. There we go. Put that in my pile. This one, it's got that little bit of that lip of it out, or tip of it, whatever it's called. So I'm gonna use my hammer and pull it. I'm gonna be really careful because I don't want to make a giant hole on the side right here. Like I said, this drawer is already in rough shape. So, come on, get it. All right. Okay, almost got it. Yes. All right, got that one out. So I don't know how everyone else is doing during the quarantine, but we have been very busy redoing a lot of stuff in our house. But the hard part is only using what you have. So we've gotten pretty creative. So right here I can see where the drawer's got a huge piece of the liner that's coming off, which isn't probably a huge ordeal, but I'm just going to use my trusty hot glue gun that I love and again use for literally everything. Whoop. I don't really know how to do a lot of stuff, like just having simple tools and that kind of stuff, but I do have, screw gun that finally is working. So the hot glue went a little bit below that. I'm just gonna wipe that off. So the screw gun that I have actually works, so a lot of the things I just did nails and tape and that kind of stuff with, or hot glue, I can make it a lot nicer and sturdier with my actual screw gun that works. All right, sorry, I'm trying to get all the hot glue that just stuck to my finger. All right, so then this one's coming up too, so I'm just gonna go ahead and glue that. I think this might just be like the inner facing of the drawer, but I have no idea. All right, that one's pretty gappy, but I don't think it's the one on the bottom here. We'll just put a little bit of glue in there just in case and push it against it. Oh yeah, that's a lot of glue. Don't touch my finger, it's gonna burn. Sometimes, well, majority of the time, I would just run my finger over it and then kind of smooth it at the end. It does kind of burn still, but not as bad. No, that wasn't bad at all. All right, and then we've got the top of this one. It's doing the same thing. I think you could probably do like little, I don't know if they're called tacking nails with these, but I'm not sure. And since my nail situation did not work very well, oh man, that whole edge is inside coming off. So let's put a lot in there. I'm going to start on this edge, go in as far as I can, and then glue, 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 glue. And that is like a really big piece, so you don't have to worry about it dripping down. If it did, that's okay. Just help it hold more. All right, that's pretty sturdy. There's a little bit over here that's still a little loose. If I can get the tip of it in there. Doesn't have to be all of it if we can get at least a little. I don't know about this part. That looks really bad. So let's go ahead and glue that too. Put that over here. Need another glue stick. This is our awesome supply of glued sticks. And crazy enough, we will go through that really quick. Okay, let's go along here. Where is it? Start towards the middle and work our way out. Wow, that's really bad. And I'm just going to push it in. Did it go underneath? Not too bad. All right. Come over here and do the same thing. I'm going to actually push my hot glue gun against the wood so then it won't go underneath it as bad, hopefully. Let's see, what do we got? Not too bad. Like I said, the inside of this drawer isn't perfect anyways, and this whole piece is just kind of wonky, but I love it. This is like the best part is this drawer up here. You push it or it just pops open. That's where you keep a bunch of stuff. More glue, more candles. So you can just push it like this, or you can just pull it open, and then that's got the pink and the black in there too. And then this one we actually have as a snack drawer. Look at all the goodies. And then this one is like papers and that kind of stuff. All right, now that we have the edges glued, let's try to go back to this bottom piece. Holy moly, it's a mess. I'm not going to spray paint it and waste it or anything like that because we're just going to put the liner over it. So, you know what? I'm wondering if this is supposed to go in that crease that's right there. And it probably is. So I probably glued it where it's not going to fit in that anymore. Poop. Way out. Let's see if we can just do it above this. That could be a whole part of my problem with a lot of it. Okay, it's tight with that. It should still work. Not sure. Okay. So, I wish I could ask someone and see what their comments are. I have other drawers I need to fix, so if anyone does know, to get this and this piece together tighter, but it's so thin that I know if I put a screw through this, it probably would just snap it or make it break. And that hole would just open up, so I'm not sure. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and use my hot glue along all of the edges here, all the way around, and I'll be right back with you. So what first I was trying to do is pull this lip up and then get the hot glue like underneath it, but then I'm pulling the other pieces already hot glued up. So what I'm doing right now is just taking my hot glue and rubbing it along the edges there. Hopefully that'll hold it. Okay, so I went ahead and glued all the way around the edge of this, and it's holding pretty decent. Now I'm going to try to either screw or put some nails in there and see if I can make that a little bit tighter so it actually stays. So I did get one screw that actually is in there pretty good, and then I flipped it over to make sure that it didn't just go inside, not actually attached to something that looks good. But when I'm in here, I can see where the edge is where I hot glued everything that's still pretty gappy. So I am going to take my hot glue gun and then go ahead and just do it on the inside of most of this too. Just taking it along the side. Oh, I can't see what I'm doing, sorry. So taking it along there, and even sometimes I'll just swoosh it back and forth and then it gets in the creases a little better. And then do that all the way around. So I got that all hot glued. When I was vacuuming out the bottom down here, I found a couple, well, just one actually, a piece of wood. So I was looking and I've got 2 holes in the drawers. I've only got one piece though. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to shove it in that corner, and then I'll put hot glue underneath it, and then at least one of the corners will be fixed and not, there we go. Actually that fit pretty good. All right, so I'm going to add my awesome hot glue that is amazing. It works for like 90% of the things I do. Trying to get back in that corner, did not want to go. And then I'm just going to push it down and let that dry. So once that's dry, actually while it's drying, I'm going to flip this back over. Oop, that did not work. Let's just do it like that. And I'm going to try to put some more nails and or screws in the bottom of this. I'm going to push on it. It's okay, but it's not great. So I'm going to add some more screws in there. So this nail didn't do exactly what I wanted. I'm going to put hot glue around everything, but I have it on the edge and it actually is holding that piece where I need it to hold. So as long as I can get it back in there and it's not going to like stick out where I can't shut the drawer, it should be okay. And it'll do what I'm asking it to.